and welcome to Mentorship Matters, a podcast by trusted mentors. I'm Costeena Weathersby, and today we are going to talk to one of our mentor-mentee pairs, a phenomenal story. But before we do, I'd like to remind you that Trusted Mentors is an Indianapolis nonprofit. We recruit, we train, and connect adults as volunteer mentors with other adults who are at risk. It could be someone who has been incarcerated and is reentering society. Could also be an 18-year-old that is aging out of foster care, or someone who is at risk of homelessness. At the end of the day, our mentors walk alongside of these individuals, helping them to stabilize their life and to succeed. Speaking of which, I have today Bianca Phillips and her mentee, Angel. Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you.
All right. I am so excited to have you guys on Mentorship Matters. We have a lot to talk about. First off, Angel.
Hello.
Hello. Tell me, how did you stumble upon Trusted Mentors and to be so blessed to get a great mentor like Bianca?
Hello. I was recently in a group called Nurse Family Partnership, and I was communicating with my nurse that I just feel like I needed a sense of community because I really didn't have anyone after I had my baby. So she referred me to Trusted Mentors.
Wow. Okay. And so you saw that it was to get a mentor. How'd you feel about that at first?
First, I was anxious because I wasn't too fond of allowing people into my circle because of previous events in my life.
Right.
And so I just thought I would give my mentor a try.
All right. Great. And then you met Bianca. Bianca, how did you find out about doing this?
I was working at Indigo and was introduced to Trusted Mentors by the board chair.
Yes.
And came to a luncheon, saw a video, was able to see all of the types of people, that are able to be have a mentor. And I fell in love with the organization.
All right. Okay. And so you filled out the paperwork. Both of you did. Stephen Pepper, our match manager, connected you guys. And so how was that at first when you met Bianca at first?
I was very anxious. I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, just everything was going through my head. Is she going to like me? Is this going to be a match? Or did I waste my time? So when I met her, I was like, it was a breath of fresh air because I felt like I was calm. Good. And she was very welcoming.
Awesome. Bianca, what was that like? So where'd you guys meet up for your first time?
Well, it was funny because Stephen called me before we were going to match, and he's like, you know that your mentee or potential mentee has a baby, and I know that you're not, a mother. And I was like, I am a wonderful auntie, so we can go ahead and, still do the match. But we met at Angel's house. Yeah. I got to meet her son, Carlin's. It's one of my favorite people in the world right now.
All right. Oh, my goodness. So you have to tell us about Carlin. How old is he? And tell me a little bit about him.
He is 1 year old. He is my reason why. Yeah. I had him at 19 years old. I was in high school when I got pregnant, luckily my senior year. So I got to finish everything, and ever since I had him, we just been on the go.
It worked.
It definitely worked out.
That's great. That's beautiful. So having a mentor, you obviously had some goals. All right. So what are your goals, and how are you doing with them? I'll let Bianca tell us how you're doing. But what were your goals first off when you got
my goals was stability.
Okay.
And just to maintain that, to be a great mother and go to nursing school. Wonderful. And I've hit pretty much all of them.
Is that right, Bianca? How's she doing? Is she?
Yes, absolutely. School starts
August 25th, yes.
And school starts soon.
And you are going to school to get your
nursing license, LPN.
Wonderful. Awesome. All right. So tell me, what do you guys do together? When you meet, what do you do? What's that like?
Bianca will text me and check on me, see how I'm doing, and sometimes she'll just surprise me with different stuff like diapers, wipes, food, an encouraging word. It just depends on what I text her or what she texts me.
Wonderful. Yeah. Great. All right. Now, I know that you're CNA now.
Yes.
So tell me about that. What are you doing as a CNA now?
I work at a nursing home right now. I basically do the basics right now. I wash residents up, feed them, toilet them, shower them, and just be that person they need for the moment until they get better.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, the reason why I'm asking, and Bianca knows this, you guys both, you had something really, really like crazy, I'll say, to happen to you.
Yes.
And your heroism and the way you responded was really, really miraculous. So can you tell us about that experience? You were in an Uber.
Yes, I was in an Uber on my way home from work, and I got an Uber driver. His name is Tom, and me and Thomas were talking. We were talking about education, and I was telling him I might want to go back to school. I don't know. And he was just talking about different stuff with school, and I noticed with Tom, he just became unresponsive, if that makes sense. First he was talking and he just was quiet. He told me one thing before he blacked out was, hold on, wait a minute. And he ran into a car head on. And so I rolled out the car, and at first I was ready to yell at Thomas because I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then I noticed he wasn't responding, and I seen that he started turning cyanotic, and that means people start to turn blue because they're not getting any oxygen. So I knew if I had to start CPR until the ambulance came, or he was going to die on my hands.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. This is, I can't even think. This is unthinkable. To be riding in an Uber with someone, the driver suddenly has a heart attack. Is that what it was, basically?
Heart attack, yes.
And you get hurt in the accident, but you kind of wake up, and the first thing you're thinking is how to act for him.
Yes.
How wonderful that was. Selfless. A selfless act. You weren't thinking about yourself. You were thinking about this person, which is why you're in the field that you're in.
Yes.
A wonderful CNA. What was that like after she had that experience, Bianca? How did you help her? What was her life like after that?
Well, I mean, when she told me about it, I was completely floored and shocked. And it was a really hard time for her because Angel doesn't drive. So even getting in another car or getting into a Lyft versus Uber, she had to be off work.
Yeah.
Luckily, with my organization, the Indianapolis Urban League, we were able to assist with a couple months of rent. Yeah. Trusted Mentors was helpful as well. Nurse Family Partnership brought out, some more household items that were needed. And to be honest with you, Angel even lost her job behind it. Yes. But guess what? Not even 2 days later, she had another one. Wonderful. So I could do nothing but smile for this young lady and pray for her, because she kept a smile on her face through everything, going to physical therapy, having to take care of her son, pain and suffering. Attorneys wouldn't even handle the case because it was Uber. So she had to do it all on her own and file, on her own, which is not easy.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So what was that like? You got hurt during the accident.
Yes.
What was hurt on you? How did
I had a sprained back, sprained legs, and a concussion.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, and astigmatism in my eye.
My gosh. But through it all, you now are feeling better. You had some recovery time, and now you're feeling better, and now you're back to work.
Yes.
All right, great. So you guys have come a long way. How long have you been matched?
About a year.
About a year. And then all of this happening in the first year. This has been something. Wow.
It was right before her birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I'm September 3rd and Carlin's, her son, is September 4th.
Oh,
so
that's
we're all
sweet.
She's in October, so it's right
Together.
all around the same time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Bianca, you seem really, really happy with this match. You're lucky. I mean, Angel is just a blessing.
I am lucky.
My goodness. But what do you get out of this by being a mentor?
Really, with me being someone who I was diagnosed with endometriosis at the age of 17, and I ended up getting a legal addiction to narcotics. Yeah. During that period, endometriosis wasn't something people knew about, and I really had to go down that journey on my own. So looking back on it, especially when I found out about trusted mentors, and it just made me want to jump into trying to help somebody else to be able to navigate through some of the trials of life and be that person that she can count on.
That's awesome, because you're unique in that, through your experience, your lived experience, you saw the need to help Angel. And I think, a lot of times people say, if I were younger, I would want someone to help me, and maybe that I wouldn't have done what I did or whatever it is. So is that kind of like what your experience is? You want to give back, you want to do.
Absolutely. It's rewarding to be able to see her flourish and to become the wonderful mother that she already is and then some.
Yeah.
Again, I am lucky and I'm blessed because this young lady listens, she tries, and I could not ask for a better mentee.
All right. And how blessed are you to have Bianca?
I'm very blessed. Before Bianca came into my life, my village was very short. I was basically doing everything on my own with one other person. And so when she came in, like I said, it was so different because it's like, oh, I've never had anyone come in and just just work for me, or just not even work for me, but just be there and mean their words. So it was very different.
Yes. All right. But there it is. She's with you, and you guys are a great pair. All right. Well, thank you all so much. I cannot tell you how proud I am of you, and just proud of this match. And best wishes to you in your, because I know you're going to do well in your career and everything. You just make me want to come to tears. Oh my gosh. This is just a testament that mentorship does matter. Now, if you are watching and you're thinking about possibly being a mentor, well, you can always go to our website at www.trustedmentors.org, or you can give us a phone call at 317-985-5041. Thank you so much for watching Mentorship Matters, and we'll see you again next time.